And on the line with us right now, the Rothman Orthopedics guest line from hot Atlanta with those red-hot Atlanta Falcons. Look at him wearing the hoodie. Hugh's day's been moved up a day to preview Eagles, Cowboys, Monday Night Football. What's up, Hugh?
What's going on, man? Just getting ready for Monday Night Football. The Philadelphia Eagles are playing the Dallas Cowboys. You know how it is. We just get ready to beat Dallas, man.
You're absolutely right. Now, do you get amped up like for Dallas week, even as a retired player? Do you get amped up when it is Dallas week?
I know it's coming, man, because like even last night I went to take out my trash. And, I live in a neighborhood where, a lot of people don't speak all the time. But the person that did speak to me was a Dallas fan. And he was talking trash. And I'm like, are you serious? So, yeah, it's still in me, man. It's still in me.
Wow. Were you wearing your Eagles hoodie at the time?
Yes, I was. As I think that's what it was. Yes, I was.
That's what tipped him off, I guess.
Tipped it off. Yeah, I guess I kind of, he kind of knew what time it was. So, yeah.
I'm curious, at 92.9, the game, do people – I know they trash talk you about, like, your Philly connections, but, like, do Cowboys fans call up and like, try to, like, get your goat, as they say?
We have some Cowboy fans down here. We have some, cowgirl fans, I should say, down here. So they always talk about that. And you just got to, kind of remind them that the last time they were relevant, VCRs were very, very popular back then. Those big-ass tapes that we used to get from the Blockbuster all the time?
Oh, hell yeah.
Back then, yes. Times have changed.
Wow. What a night that was, that Blockbuster night. What a night. I know you could rent out the one in Oregon, the last one in Oregon. You could rent that out as an Airbnb. Did you know that?
I did not know that.
Oh, yeah.
I did not know that.
Oh, yeah.
I did not know that. I don't regret or miss going to pick up those VHS tapes and going back home and watching them. If you don't rewind them, you had a whole problem. Like those rewind fees were no joke. They could accumulate and add up big time.
One of the best stories, not to go off of this Blockbuster tangent, but now it's on in my head. There was a guy, and I think it was in New England, he got arrested a couple years back, probably like 10 years back, because he didn't return a copy of Freddy Got Fingered. The cop pulled him over. He was in the car with his daughter, and the cop said, "Sir, I'm going to need you to step out of the car." And he goes, "What? I wasn't drinking." And he goes, "Yeah, I know. Just please, I don't want to, just come here." Said, pulled him out of the car. And I don't want to say this in front of your daughter, but I have to take you in because you owe so much money for not returning Freddy Got Fingered.
No, that's ridiculous. Yeah, but man, hey,
yeah.
Those late fees, those, restock fees and all that, that stuff add up, man. You might have a problem. You have a real.
You ain't kidding. Let me ask you this, Hugh, because we haven't really talked a lot about this in recent years. How good is Dak Prescott? Like, where do you put Dak Prescott? Is he like a top 10 quarterback, top 15? How good do you think Dak Prescott is?
That's kind of a hard question.
Yeah.
Going back to the first game of the season, I think he played well.
Mm-hmm.
They got a win last week, so that he has a little bit of momentum. Put it like this: the NFL has changed so much that Dak Prescott, and this is not going to answer the question for you, but it puts him in the realm of being paid like an elite quarterback.
Yes. Okay. So here's the way I say it. It's never been easy to be a quarterback in the NFL. However, it's never been easier to be a quarterback in the NFL than right now.
We're both using semantics and all the other fancy wordplay today. But that's exactly what it is. It's because I played in the era. I played in the what's his name? Dan Marino era.
Yeah.
That guy. I played in the Dan Marino era. The Jim Kelly era. The Tom Brady era. Guys like that. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
You know what it is to see guys like that. Troy Aikman. I even throw him in there. You know what it is. Peyton Manning, you know what it is to have a guy back there that is a real difference maker at that position and how key that position is. Mm-hmm. Not saying that Dak isn't that guy, but it's like, is he on the level of those guys I just mentioned? Probably not, but man, to be like, if this is them and he's right here, that's not a bad place to be in this NFL right now. Mm-hmm. That is not. I mean, and you talk about the money that quarterbacks are making and things of that nature. I mean, that's not a bad place to be.
When you look on the schedule and you see, obviously, it's Dallas Cowboys, so the Eagles are going to face them twice a year. When you look at Dak Prescott, though, I look at, he had a good game against Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They lost, but he played well. He didn't have such a great game against the Chargers, but they came back and they played well. He played well in particular, and they stole that win on a 56-yard field goal to win it. Overall, I look at him as a guy that has been a clutch quarterback when he has been healthy. And as far as the people go with the Carson Wentz versus Dak Prescott conversation, man, Dak has run away with that. I think a lot of people in Philadelphia would even admit to that these days.
Yeah, I mean, you're talking about what they've been to each other's teams and things of that nature, and the fact that Carson Wentz was on the cusp of becoming probably the MVP of the league the year that the Eagles was on that Super Bowl run.
Yeah.
And just how he just regressed. So and then you look at Dak, and for me, the most telling thing was at the beginning of the season this year for Dak, when you talk about him having that shoulder inflammation or whatever, not really practicing that much in the preseason, and being able to come out and running game gone. Their running game was gone, non-existent in that Tampa Bay game. And for him to throw and thread the needle like he did, I hate to say this, but it showed. I had a little bit more respect for him after that game. I really, really did as a Dallas Cowboy, because you saw that and you're like, wow, this cat ain't played in a while, and he's coming off an injury, and he's out there threading the needle. He was out there threading the needle. So, you give me props for